McPhetridge Family Farms. I'm here today to show you our drying and curing room for hemp. We received a grant earlier this year from NC AgVentures in order to help build this. So we're going to go inside and take a look. Just so you know though, it is a mess right now. We just finished bucking the last of our hemp today. And we do have hemp stored in here, so let's go take a look. I put refrigerator strips here to help keep the heat, AC, and humidity straight whenever we're going in and out. It seems to help keep things regulated, so I feel this was a pretty important thing to add, just to help, you know, with the entire system inside. So let's step in and look. When you first walk in, you'll see lots and lots of this. This is 2-inch insulation. We were looking for something with a great R value because this is kind of sitting out in the field. And so we wanted, you know, with the sun shining on it and the weather around it, we wanted it to be insulated really well, so we went with a 2-inch. On the walls and on the ceiling and on the doors, it helps to keep everything regulated. On this end, we have a fan hanging up high. And on the other end, we have a fan down low on the floor because when you're drying and curing hemp, airflow is extremely important. We also have these little racks that we have things hanging from, the baskets and such, that we got from a local electrical company that can hold decent amount of weight. So you definitely want to make sure that your baskets are able to be held well. We can keep walking up this way and looking. When we get up here, you can see the shelving units that we have. We have several of these. Not only do we use these for drying the hemp, we lay the branches on these to dry, but we also, once we get our biomass done, we store on the shelves. These hanging baskets are extremely good for hemp because you've got the airflow underneath and on the sides. It's extremely important to have airflow when you're drying the hemp. So these work out great, but the shelves are also wonderful for storage after the fact. When you come down here, you can see our mini split unit up here that does heating and air conditioning. We try to keep it within a 10-degree range in here. We try to do whatever it is the hemp likes best to dry, which is also why we have both a dehumidifier and a humidifier. Our dehumidifier does a lot of work during the drying process. We have a hose that actually runs out the floor down there to drain this out constantly, so we're not having to come in all the time and dump it out. Once our hemp is mostly dry, the humidifier comes in handy just to keep it from getting too dry in here because you don't want the hemp to be overly dry. We have our trimmer that we use for bud, for smokable. We'll trim it before we dry it. We found that's easier. It actually keeps the bud more intact. So that's worked out well for us. You can see all of these containers, the bags, and the storage crates. This is all our biomass from this year. So we're just storing that in here while it cures until we can process it. We got several of these ideas from NC We went there and they had a smaller unit. They had, I think, a 20-foot unit. This is a 40-foot unit that we have here. So we took some of the ideas from them, collaborated a little bit with them as well. So this is what we came up with, and it has done wonderful for us this year. We've really got a lot out of this. So that's it.